Hi, it's Paris, breaking rules and taking names. I'm going to try and use our new Yeti USB microphone in a way it's not intended, which is to plug it directly into our camcorder.
Epic review, guys.
Now this comes with the USB cable. You plug it into the computer, it records the audio file, but then you've got to put that together with the video file later and sync it up. So much easier if this would plug directly into the camera and still give me the improved sound quality. So I picked up an audio cable that will let me plug into the headphone jack on the bottom of this microphone and plug into the microphone jack on the camera. Now this may work. I have heard it can work. Two concerns. One is that I may damage the audio circuits of the camera by sending this amplified signal over there. And secondly, I'm not sure that the signal will go through the digital audio converter. It's a little bit beyond my knowledge of how this works to be sure about that. And I think that's one of the more expensive components in this that actually gives you that good sound. So by plugging the headphone jack of this into my camera, I may get some improved sound simply by having the microphone closer to my voice, but I may lose out on some of that really good sound that's created by the digital audio converter. Only way to know, for me, is to test it out. So you hear what the regular sound in this video is like with the little directional microphone I have plugged into a hot shoe on top of the camcorder now. If and when I get this hooked up and working directly via audio cable to the camcorder, I will read something off the box. We'll see how that sounds. Then I'll read that same paragraph with the microphone hooked up the way it's supposed to be via USB to the computer, and I'll take that audio file and put it into the video. Then you'll be able to compare the sound via the microphone I've got on the camera via this hookup that isn't supported by the company and the way the company intends this to be used. Now, if you want to try this, that's at your own risk. I'm simply sharing my experience here. Who knows, maybe you'll get to see some smoke. Now, I do need to leave the USB cable connected because the microphone is powered via the USB cable. So I do have to plug this into the computer for this to work, even though I'm going to try to transfer the sound via this cable. Now here, I will plug this into the headphone jack. This is a standard, I think it's a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. Seems to be in there on all the way. Okay, now one thing I'll do first is turn the volume all the way down, and for good measure the gain switch on the back as well, just to reduce the signal that's going to be going through this into the camera till I see how it works. Okay, not sure if you're hearing me. On the camera itself, I went into the audio settings, set it to manual, put it all the way down to nearly the lowest. When I plugged in the cable, having the volume all the way down, I saw no indication on the little audio meter on the screen until I got it up to, about 20-25%. Now I can see a few little bars moving, so I assume you're hearing me. Let me read my paragraph connected this way, see what it sounds like. The Yeti is one of the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern USB microphones available anywhere. Combining 3 capsules and 4 different pattern settings, the Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings directly to your computer. And maybe to your camera. Delivering exceptional sound and performance, the Yeti can capture anything with a clarity and ease unheard of in a USB microphone. Well, I'm impressed. I took the files over to my desktop system, listened to it there. This sounds so much better. I'm still recording to you this way. I don't want to go back to using the little directional boom microphone on top of the camera. Now, the remaining question, this seems to be working. By the way, I did bump up the recording level in the menu of the camera a couple dots because it seemed really quiet what I recorded before, but I was basically afraid of blowing things out. So I've put it up a couple. Maybe you can hear me a little better now. The next thing to do is disconnect this and record that very same reading onto the computer via the microphone, which should give me the absolute best quality sound. And then we can decide whether there's really any discernible difference, whether it's recorded via the USB cable onto the computer or via the audio cable onto the camera. The Yeti is one of the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern USB microphones available anywhere. Combining 3 capsules and 4 different pattern settings, the Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings directly to your computer. Delivering exceptional sound and performance, the Yeti can capture anything with a clarity and ease unheard of in a USB microphone. I have reconnected the microphone with the audio cable to the camcorder, so now you're hearing me back in this mode. As for recording via the USB cable directly to the laptop, that sound to me was better. than this one. It's different somehow richer. Is it my imagination? Did you hear that too? This, though, I think is still much better than having the directional microphone up on top of the camcorder. So for now, I'm going to try to do videos with the microphone hooked up via the audio cable directly. Please tell me your impressions of the audio in the comment box down below this video. I'll continue to play with the dials and the audio settings in the camera to try to get the best sound having it hooked up this way. I was surprised in the original video that I did for this microphone over on EpicReviewGuys that a fair number of people actually said they preferred the sound from the little directional microphone I had on top of the camera, but I'm not planning to go back to that because I can hear the difference between that and this. If you're interested in the Blue Yeti microphone, it goes for just under $100. I'll have a link to it down below this video. I'll also link below this video in the description box to that video I did on EpicReviewGuys, the unboxing and setup video for the Blue Yeti microphone that shows you how to do it properly.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At EpicReviewGuys, we give it a try. What does the fox buy? Nobody knows, but before he goes shopping, he watches our videos.